You're tuned in to Real Ass Radio 104.1, your nightcap of comedy. My name is Ken Miller in the big chair. Hey, man, just go to YouTube. Go to YouTube and look up this show. I'm gonna post that part, bro. I'm not even gonna cut that part out, man. I'm not even gonna cut the part out. Y'all gotta understand, man. You dealing with four comedians. We are wilding during the break and everything. Like we all the stuff we can't say on air, we say during the break. We cussing,
you ain't lying.
We saying everything that we need to say, man. But thank y'all for tuning in, man. It is Thursday, December the 7th. We appreciate y'all tuning in to all new shows this week. My name is Ken Miller in the big chair tonight. Ain't nobody said nothing. I got on a V-neck. Yeah, I'm trying to fix it. I got out work late and I just threw a shirt on because I didn't want to have my work shirt
Everyone
on.
Went black tonight.
Yeah, we all got black shirts on tonight, man, because it's thug life, man.
I don't know about you, Jeff. I go black every day, brother.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah, it's thugging, yo. We thugging up in here, man. Join the virtual studio with my dog, James John. James, how you doing, baby?
Hey, man, real quick, man. I got something to complain about. I got a gripe when it has to do with Facebook. Whoever invented over at Meta the highlight and tag all your followers thing, you need your ass beat. Everybody I know tags all their followers and highlights every damn post that they actually. Y'all ain't getting this all day?
Yeah, but I know how to cut it off.
Yeah, I block them.
I cut it off. That's the actual way to cut it off. Hey, James, you did it last week.
Hey, man, I ain't say look at. I said, hey, man, the people who do it.
Hey, do as I say, not as I do.
Exactly right, Kenneth Miller.
Yo, hey James, I sent it to you how to cut it off. I cut it off, so you can actually go in.
Hey, don't you blow my spot up, Kenneth Miller McAdoo.
It's your V-neck, looking like you and your
non-airborne ass.
I'm trying to fix it, bro. I'm trying to fix it.
Why you showing off that cleavage?
I got lunch lady boobs, bro.
Floppy sloppies, baby. The lunch lady boobs, man.
You're trying to get free drinks out here.
Yeah.
Hey, and it be some stuff like you don't even need to know.
None of it.
My kid missed the bus this morning. Why we need to know this? Like,
is it an Amber Alert? Because if so, they'll let me know.
You did not have to put all your followers on that the kid missed the bus. Yeah, it is. And this is my thing. I don't have if you do it once a week, I don't have a problem with like if it's something like you promoting a comedy show. Yeah, you got a charity you want people to go. Like, I don't got a problem. But if every post you do is off, like every post, dog, we don't need to know every post. So I'm with you on that, James. If it's just promoting something, no highlight, no all followers. That other voice you hear, the guy that helped start this thing, Mr. Miguel Colon Jr. How you doing, my brother?
I'm good, man. I'm good. We were having a little pre-talk before the show, getting a little loose, and we were talking about hotel room etiquette. And I'm just gonna lay it out there because I own what I say. If I'm on the road and I'm there a couple days by myself, they're gonna be some jacking. Okay?
We ain't talking about for beats.
They're gonna be some jacking. Hotel. Let me ask you this: don't give me a mini bottle of lotion and 18 hand rags.
You know what it is.
And then expect me not to self-service.
Hey,
what's the etiquette on that? Because I wash the rag afterwards because I'm like, I don't. And then I throw the rag away. I do.
No, you got to throw it under the sink in the corner.
And then you give me 3 rags.
Underneath all the towels.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell y'all. We talked about this today. Keep in mind when you go to a hotel, they change the towels, not the sheets. Do with that information what you will.
They change the sheets. Yeah, they take the whole sheets off your bed, man. That's the first thing they do.
You hope they do.
They do because the sheets is the big one. They always take the sheets.
How about next time you go away? I'll Amazon you a black light, and then you tell me if it worked out for you.
I treat Brahma status is gonna come out wild, but when I go, I don't trust the hotel. I treat my sheets like an uncircumcised penis. I peel it back to check and make sure it's clean. I'm just
hey, I'm gonna help you on this one. So you ain't even got to use the rag or nothing. Do it in the shower.
Ew, like an inmate.
And then just drop it right
no
down.
romance in that.
First of all, I don't do it standing up. I got a
What are you talking about? I respect myself.
Wait. You lay down?
Hell yeah,
like a gentleman. You stand
I'm comfortable.
up.
I'm in the middle of the bed. I'm like both hands
down.
James, you stand up. So that means your kids bust in the door. You're just standing there.
I got Alexa playing waterfall music.
Haven't you heard that old saying? Hey, bro, you ever heard the old saying? If you don't, you got to stand up for something, and That I can't.
You gotta stand up.
Yeah.
No, man. You a stander? Dog, I'm laid out in the bed. I'm chilling.
Yes.
This is basically look. I am simulating sex, so I am laying there on the bed doing nothing, and then afterwards, I'm embarrassed and angry.
No,
you know,
bring your iPad into the shower with you.
James, I'm with you. I'm gonna stand up.
Stand up.
I have never done it laying down, bro.
You've never done laying down. So you are ashamed of your act.
You are a poor man.
You are doing it in the shower, ashamed like a meerkat looking over your shoulder.
No,
I'm a single man
trying to get rid of the evidence, like you're OJ.
Mine is like, no, man. I'm a gentleman when I do it.
Yeah, gentlemen don't stand when they do it.
Pinky out when I do it, bro. Like a gentleman.
Yeah, but I'm laying there like a gentleman. You standing like a vagrant in an alley, like you wino Kevin. You know, I'm on my back, feet elevated if I want that. Pillows. Maybe I'm under the covers. Maybe I'm not. I don't know. I'm in bed because this is where it's supposed to be done.
I will tell you. I tell you something. I do, because I watch the stuff on my phone.
In the shower.
Yeah. I got.
Wait, what?
Yeah, sticks it on the shower.
For me and you,
he got like one hand on the side trying to figure it out.
Yeah, man. So listen,
you're gonna slip one day like an old man, and you're gonna break a hip.
And I'll be dead in the movie. Just
you won't
playing.
That's what I mean. The paramedics come in. Oh, that's my favorite scene.
Hey, but before I go, I always write a note. Hey, if you catch me, hey man, clean this up.
You just need a medical alert bracelet. What does the bracelet say? Delete my search history.
Hey, I put tape on my camera because I got an email from somebody talking about some. Hey, we recorded you doing. You ever get that?
Yeah, I always let them know. Be like, let me see, because I got the other angle. Use this angle instead.
So ever since then, I put tape on the camera because I've been scared it's gonna cut on, or I'm gonna mess around and go live by mistake. And I'm in the shower.
Oh, that's the funniest thing
in the shower, standing. How can you enjoy that? In the shower, standing up.
And Miguel, he goes live, and his face is like this.
Yeah, and then you accidentally on that Facebook thing where it CCs everybody. And then I'm gonna open my phone, I'm gonna see it, and everybody's gonna be like, yo, you see Ken Miller? He giving it a jack live in the shower. And I'm gonna be like, standing up. Turn that off.
Yeah, but that's him. You see the steam coming up, it's real romantic. It's
I can't enjoy it for my boy. Because if I saw you laying there enjoying yourself,
looking like Michael Jordan in there.
Put the phone up too, and I'll be best hearting it. You while it's live. Hey, you get a message. Miguel wants to go live with you.
That's funny.
Hey, all four of us, we had a window.
Yeah. And we're all just like,
that's our most viewed video ever.
Look at me, man. I'm laying. I'll be like, yo, Ken, look at me. I'm laying. I'm enjoying myself. Look at the maid. She's angry. She's just folding the towels. Like, you're not even going to stop?
Oh, my God.
The maid is angry.
Just shaking her Ukrainian head.
Just like those 200 followers we were looking for.
James, this the one.
That's it.
This the
I
one,
can't believe
man.
you guys are standing jackers, though.
Yeah, man.
That's offensive.
No, it is. It's really? Stupid.
It's no dignity in that.
There's basically, you're doing it like you're sneaking around.
I was going to ask, but no. Ask. Not on air. No,
do it. I'm not afraid of this. Shut the show down.
Casey gonna kill us.
The reason we stand, and Ken, you might be because trajectory.
Yeah, let it go.
Yes, it goes up. What direction do you put it in?
Yo,
you hit yourself in your own eye?
No, apparently y'all do.
If you
man, because when I'm about to go, I take the rag and cap her. Because I'm goddamn.
He gets like an oil well in Egypt or something.
Yeah, y'all out there not respecting the game. Here it goes. I don't got a rag. I'll just use the remote controller.
In certain circles, that's called the block shot.
Yeah, man.
Son,
that's how you take it rag.
That's how you put out a campfire.
Yeah. So
you throw sand on the top of it too while you're out of it?
You got to be shooting off to the rug?
Yeah.
No, bro.
I got a napkin or something.
Could you don't pay. See, the problem is you get stupid right afterwards. So you'll be, did I clean up? And your wife comes in afterwards and goes, what the hell is this?
You got that post, got that post and clarity standing up.
You leaving the evidence.
Looking up at the light.
Bro.
It's 100%.
Hey, now, that's facts, Kaufman.
No. So you get your clarity while standing there in the shower. I get my clarity laying in a bed. I can think of. I have 49 seconds to solve anything in the cosmos. Anything.
Yeah. Miguel said,
I'm like, wrap up with the rag, and then boom, and I'm like,
I ain't Neil deGrasse.
Yeah, I'm like, Miguel's my goodness.
Miguel's like, I like to look in the sky and look at clouds. The people at the park think it's weird, but I like it.
I tell him, hey man, I pay for this park too. And then if I take the rag off, a little butterfly will land on it. You know?
Oh, butterfly in the sky.
In the shower where people live.
Man, that's what whatever, yo. That's what the hot water for. Flush it all down, man. Hey, man, look. So, hey, I'm about to switch subjects.
Don't, man. I'm about to leave the show.
Casey gonna kill us, bro.
I thought I was on a show with two grown men, not 13-year-old boys in the shower. Kaufman gets it. Two of those statues behind Kaufman.
You don't have to be rich to treat yourself well.
He just had to paint it so it looked like something. It froze up, and he was like, "I'm gonna make this one look like Venom."
Wow. Yeah, bro.
Hey, we got 3 minutes left, man. It is college football season.
It was college football.
But I know, Kaufman, you're a sports person.
I have a question as a non-sports person. What I've heard is controversy in the SEC, I believe.
Yeah.
Because Florida State is undefeated, but they're not ranked as high as everybody thinks they should be. Is that right?
Yeah. Now here's the problem. Here's where it plays out. You know, Florida State went undefeated. Alabama won their championship game, but they had lost to Texas. So they had a loss. They got beat. Florida State lost their quarterback like 4 weeks ago. They've been barely winning, but they've been winning without their best player. And the argument that they gave us, we know the argument. It's about money. I used to be a sports agent. It's about they want Alabama in. Alabama will generate more money, more fans, more everything. That's just the way that's going to be. Now, what happened is they put Alabama in front of Florida State. Now their argument was this. Well, as of right now, they're not the best team we should send forward. Now, with that excuse, I could have lost 9 games and be the best team now. And that's not the way but their argument was, we can count players that are injured. That's one of our exceptions. Well, that's one of your exceptions. What about the other 9 to 15 to 80 that you just sidestep?
Yeah. And I agree with Jeff on that because Florida State has been the top 3 or 4 teams for 13 weeks. Alabama was in the top 5 for 1 week, and then the top 10, they weren't even in the top 10 towards the end of the year. Georgia was the number 1 team all year, lost to Alabama, but apparently they're not a top 4 team
by 3 points.
Yeah,
3 points.
So you're telling me Georgia's not a top 4 team?
How does the rankings
not a top 4 team?
Do they just put this hat on people that tells them where they're going to go, like on Harry Potter? Like, how does this work?
It's 13 guys in a room, not standing up.
Yeah, just wagging it like fools.
In the
Lay
bed,
down, make eye contact
decent
with the
human beings.
Look at
like
me,
you heathens standing there just like Florida State.
So the rule is there's no rules. They just make this.
I agree with Jeff. It's money is viewership, and people want to watch Alabama. They want to. Alabama plays Michigan in the first game, and that's going to be crazy. When they didn't say Florida State, Michigan was like, it was silence in the room
because they knew they're going to have a problem with Alabama.
The other game, right?
Yeah, Washington. Nobody cares about Washington, Texas, except for people in Texas and Washington. Everybody is going to be watching Michigan and Alabama. That's going to probably be the most watched football game this year. And then whoever wins that, more than likely, people think will win a national championship. But we gotta go to commercial break, man. Yeah, Casey, I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry.
Casey lays down.
Yeah, he probably do, yo. We be right back. Real Labs,
he
Real
does.
Radio. He gets 104.1. Real Radio 104.1. Your nightcap of comedy. My name is Ken Miller in the big chair tonight, man. Make sure you go out to Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, follow us. Go to YouTube and please subscribe to our page. And if you want to see these beautiful faces, and you miss any of our shows, go to iHeart. Search Real Labs. You can listen to us in podcast format in the last 7 years. We got a brand new sponsor, James. Tell them about it.
Well, you guys need some comedy in your life, and lucky for you, Death Row Comedy got what you need. Sky High Comedy Night. That's right. It's going to be a Toys for Tots event. They're giving it back to charity. This all goes down on Sunday, December 10th in Daytona at the Streamline Hotel. Now, Dewey Sean, he's going to be holding things down at the host spot, and opening up will be Alan Tracy. And your headliner that night will be Chris Cage, and they got a special thing going on at the very end of the night. It's a Q&A session with the mouth of the South himself, Jimmy Hart, WWE legend in the building. You guys got to go check that out. Now, tickets are $15 for general admission and $30 for VIP tickets. They're available right now on Eventbrite under Sky High Comedy. This all happens on Sunday, December 10th at the Streamline Hotel in Daytona Beach. Doors open at 7. Show is at 7:30.
Nice. I want to talk to my homeboys about some grown man stuff. Y'all cool with that?
Grown man.
So I can stop treating my penis like the Hamburglar. Okay.
I realize this, man. I think as dudes, we've had friends forever.
Yes,
like I feel like I got friends from like kindergarten. I got friends from military, from high school, and everything, man. But I'm also at the age where I kind of I'll cut somebody off. You know what I mean? Like I don't want that problem no more. And I'm taking this moment because I'm working a club this weekend called Madcaps. To say how I had an issue with the guy that owned the club. And as grown men, that brother called me and was like, "Hey man, my bad. That was on me. I'm sorry." And we squashed it as grown men. And I was thinking to myself, 30-year-old Ken wouldn't have did that. But I feel like 40-year-old Ken, I got a different mentality now when it comes to stuff, James. You know what I'm saying?
I know now what you're saying, and I'm going to give you a lot of credit, Kim, because I have learned actually from you going to therapy and me talking to you getting free therapy of your leftovers. I have learned, and I wish I was joking, man. I have learned, man. I have horrible issues, anger issues, not in the form of rage, and I don't lash out, but I don't let anger go. Like I can not like a person off something I think they did to me, like something they disrespected me on for years, and be perfectly fine with that. Not even feel bad about it and just cut a person off. And I'm learning life's too short for that. Yeah. You helped me actually piece it up with a fellow comic, man, because I was upset over something he did. Even though I feel like I was right in that situation,
and you were,
I should just let it go. I could just let it go, man. Life's too short to get hung up off things. So I've actually learned that from you, Ken, because you, that day when you pieced it up with us, when you were the moderator between that, the mediator, I should say, from that day on, I was like, bro, I've got to let certain things go. Yeah. And I've actually gotten a better relationship with my father because of that. I've gotten closer to other people in my family because life's too short, and you wasting that amount of energy on hating somebody, all it's doing is eating you up, and the other person don't even know.
Yeah, and I feel honestly, like, and Miguel, I feel like because I'm just older. You know what I mean? Like my mindset is different because I like the dude, you know, Adam Lowry, his name, he owns Madcaps Comedy Club. We're cool now. I feel like if in my 30s and 20s, I'm ready to pop off, but in my 40s, I'm like, why waste that energy? Like it's comics that I block now. Like I don't even go back and forth with people. But if you come to me and you're like, "Hey Ken, man, you know let blah 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 blah," I'm like, "All right, well let's sit down, let's get a drink, and let's talk it out." Like Miguel, are you that way too? Are you like you feel like now that you're older, stuff that bothered you back in the day, it don't bother you like that no more?
Yeah, and with me is a big thing about me is I have this so there's this is gonna sound weird, but give me a second, guys. There is this poem that I love by Rudyard Kipling. It's called If. And in If, it breaks down a lot of things that he's basically explaining. If you can do all these things, at the end of the poem, he goes, "If you can do all these things, then you'll be a man, my son." And one of the things that If really talks about is if all people matter, but none too much. And that's sort of a mindset of mine. Like everybody has a right to an opinion, but all opinions don't matter. Everybody has a right to feelings, but their feelings don't all matter to me. And I've got a balance between understanding that sometimes I'm just never going to like somebody, and I don't have to have any business with them, and I can make sure that if I'm around them, I protect myself. But still, none of that means I have to give in to hating them.
Yeah.
Now, that's real easy to say when someone hasn't done something just despicable to you. You know, that's easy to say when blood hasn't been shed, and more easy to say when somebody you know hasn't been hurt. It's really hard to forgive somebody for hurting somebody else you love. It's real easy to forgive somebody for when they hurt you compared to that.
Yeah.
When somebody hurts you, you can figure out ways around it or decide I just don't want anything to do with them or this. When somebody hurts somebody you love, it's very hard not to just give in to hating them. And sometimes, you know, I just haven't. But as it comes to me, things affecting me, I've done a pretty good job in my later years of life of not allowing the hatred for somebody else to bring me down. But I think I had this conversation once with James too, and I was telling him, forgiveness isn't necessarily what people think it is. I don't forgive you and your clean slate. We're not going to hold this against each other to the point where it's going to bother me. But I know who you are. I have a saying I heard too. A buddy of mine told me, he says, "Hey, Miguel, how many times does somebody have to show you who they are before you believe it?"
That's right.
And that's something I've seen. Yeah, it's like, so I know who you are, but that sometimes doesn't mean I have to hold any grudges. Now, with that being said, it's easy to say when it's you. But you do something to my mother, my sisters, my father, it's that I'm not going to let that go because I feel protected.
And I'm with you on that because, you know, if y'all listen to the show, y'all know when I was 17 years old, I got arrested and went to jail. Yeah. And for a dude that stabbed my sister, I have never forgiven that guy.
No.
I've never let that go. I've never let that go because that was my sister. But for me, I'm with you, Miguel. But so Kaufman's raising his hand. What's up, brother?
I've seen despicable human beings. You know, I get the benefit of seeing raw evil, greed, every ugliness of the rainbow. And I take care of my friends. I really do. And it takes a lot for me to write you off. You really have to do something to basically just, you know, and I'll take care of you that one time you screw me over. I'll do everything possible to help you. That doesn't mean I have to give you the second opportunity. Now, I think we're confusing some terms here, and maybe we just like comfortable with it. There's a difference between letting it go in my heart and forgetting and forgiving.
Correct.
Forgetting and forgiving, you know, people say, "Oh, I forgive you." If you can look at that person and not be sure he's not going to do it again, you didn't forgive him.
Yeah.
You know, you let it go.
That's great.
There's a difference between the two of those. Letting it go means I'm not going to allow it to waste any more energy in my heart. Hate is a taxing emotion. It wears you out more than any emotion on the planet. It makes you make bad decisions. You lose control. Hate is the most destructive thing we have in our world. And when you think of it, you go, what's worse than hate? Nothing. Anybody commits a crime against somebody else on purpose, it's because they hate something that happened. I hate you. I hate myself. I hate whatever. But I'll let it go. You know, there are people out there like you said, I don't know this club manager, but I can tell you this. Let's say we had an issue the other day about somebody not paying, or he waited a week. You will let it go, but you will not forgive or forget because you won't put yourself in the position to let him do that again to you.
Correct.
No.
So that's right. You know, we say, oh, we forgave you. No, we let it go because we're still holding that memory in the sense that we don't have that trust. It doesn't mean I'm giving any energy to it. It just means that whatever trust we had, that's gone. I'll say hello. We'll drink. We'll have that. We'll make merry. You know, it's like that scene in what was that Tom Cruise movie where he's driving the car and he goes, we going just have some drinks. We're going to talk about the women, but we ain't going back to where we were.
That's right.
Yeah.
And that's right. I think that's probably what we're really talking
Jeff,
about.
Letting it go is about you, and a lot of people confuse that it's about the other person. It's about you. It's about not carrying so much weight on you. Yeah. And I think another thing that we get incorrectly taught by people who mean well is people will be like, "Hey, man, you know, don't get angry. There's no reason for anger." Yeah, there is. Anger's a fuel, man. They're all fuels. Don't remain angry past a point, but you have the right to be angry, to be peed off, to feel burnt. Because if you don't work through the emotion, you're burying it.
Or it's going to come out in a way that you didn't expect. You're going to blow up. But I reserve the right to not hate you, forgive you, but I don't F with you no more. There ain't nothing wrong with that. I'm not your enemy. I don't wish anything bad, no ill will, but I ain't got to F with you no more.
And also, guys, I reserve the right not to help you.
Yes.
People do that too, and they're like, "Oh, come on, man. You know, just forgive and forget. He needs some help." I don't need to help everybody.
Bro. Nope. I've gotten that way with comedy. People be like, "Yo, Ken, you should." Why?
Yeah.
Why do I say this all the time? It'll be comedians who will get mad because I don't take them on the road or book them. And my first thing to them is, are you mad at Mike Hurley?
Yeah.
Are you mad at James John?
Anybody else? Yeah.
Are you mad at Miguel Colon Jr.? Are you mad at any other headline in this city? No. I said, well, then why I'm the one getting? I said there are 20 other headliners in this city who tour just as much as me. Right. Why are you guys not knocking their door down? Well, I said, no, they work the exact same clubs I work. We're at the same places.
Amen.
But for some reason, when it's
they can get to you. That's why they do it.
Yeah, and they can. They can. Yeah. But now
they will online. If you do it to any of these other, you do it to James or Miguel, they'll be like, hey, cool man, and they'll let it go. They will ride you because you will keep responding.
Yeah. And also because Ken, because of proximity, because you're there.
Yep.
Because they see you all the time. You're at these places. So you're the one that's tangible. And they don't understand that they should take advantage of the fact that you're tangible for advice or career ideas. They need to be more focused on, man, how do I get into more clubs? How do I get to more headliners? Ken, how do I get my work out there so more people want to work with me? Not the idea of why won't you work me? It's how can I get more work?
Now, I know we haven't made this segment funny, but I'm about to. I know this uppity tiger didn't just say tangible. What that mean?
You can be touched.
You gonna throw an SAT word on me at 2 minutes left?
So, here's the thing. Here's the thing.
I don't even like tangerines.
It's like this. If you standing up in the shower jagging, the wall is tangible. The Old Spice is tangible. But if you laying down like a gentleman, you just throw a rag on top of it, make it look like the flying nun. You know?
Yeah. But I know we made this segment serious, but I really wanted to say, man, like I'm shout out to Adam Lowry and the Madcaps. I actually want to have him on next week if possible. That we did some grown man stuff. We sat down, we had a phone conversation. We stood up, had a phone conversation. Had a phone conversation and squashed the beef that was so childish. That's the thing that made me so upset about it. We got a minute left. It made me so upset about it because it was so childish that I was just like, bro, we 40.
Yeah, we are.
Like you
felt stupid. 40s. That's what you're bothered. You felt really stupid.
Yeah, it was so stupid, Jeff. It was so stupid.
I hate when I feel stupid. That's the worst thing you could do to me is I go, God, that was dumb of me.
Yeah. And like
I was an idiot for buying into that.
Like laying down. But we gotta
hey. A week from now, he's gonna go. I tested that thing at Theory out.
Yeah, wait till
I'm never gonna do that. I'm never gonna. We gotta go to commercial break. We'll be right back. Real Last Real Radio 104.1. Real Last Real Radio 104.1, your nightcap of comedy. My name is Ken Miller in the big chair tonight. Guys, make sure you go out to social media, follow us, go to YouTube and subscribe. And if you want to hear us for 7 years, go out to iHeart and search Real Last. James, throw our sponsor up real quick, man. Also, we got a sponsor, man. If you guys make sure you go out to Sky High Comedy in Daytona Beach, Sunday, December 10th, Streamline Hotel, 7 p.m. doors open, show at 7:30. Tickets are $15, VIP $30. We got Dewey Sean, Alan Tracy, Chris Cage, and Jimmy Hart, the Mouth of the South, will be doing a meet and greet and a Q&A. So make sure if the first person we get the comment they're hearing this show, we're going to give you 4 free tickets. So I am back to work. I have been back to work now since August. I just hit my 90 days. So I'm good. I'm on probation.
Oh, so that means you're gonna call that tomorrow.
Oh, son, I'm already. I'm already on the liquor. James, working. We got the big time lawyer here and Miguel at the Sausage Castle. And I need to know from you guys as friends. I need to know how much you spend a month on lunch.
Nope, not me. Miguel knows me. I bring my lunch every day.
For real?
Let me tell you why. I added up how much I would be spending, bro. You can't go to lunch less than $20 anywhere anymore. You're spending
$20
$20.
is a fast lunch.
Yep,
You know,
absolutely. It's bare minimum $100 a week. That's $400 a month if you eat out, bro. I can't do it. I can't afford it. I can't buy these Christmas gifts for these. I can't buy iPhones, bro. If I'm spending my money like that.
James, when I was working at T-Mobile before I got laid off, I did the math, and I was spending almost $900 a month.
Bro, that's insane.
I can believe it.
900. Miguel, what you think you spend monthly on?
I know for a fact I had to cut it down because I would always cook here at the house when I got home from work, but I get home late. So I started, and you don't want to. So I started getting food on my way to work, and then spending way too much. Because here's the thing too, I don't, and it's nothing against it all. I really don't like fast food too much, man. It's kind, how it is in this age. You're like, I don't want a burger. I don't want a fried chicken sandwich all the time, man. So I was spending, like, honest to God, I spent about $30 every other day or so on the way home.
Because you got good food where you live, like good actual food.
And I looked at it, Ken, one time, it was about $200 a week I was spending on going out because I have no real other expenses, no kids, no anything like that. And I was like, nah, man, I can't do this anymore. So I started bringing groceries to my job over at the Sausage Castle and just cooking at work because I was like, I could do this, and then I'll cook. And then the problem that led to, though, which sucks, is there are a lot of times where it's like the end of the night, and I'm like, yeah, let me just cook dinner over here, and then you stay, and then I'm like, I'm staying. I stay over at my job maybe 2 times a week. I spend the night
because you're like
it's a 45 minute drive. I drive 40 minutes for 40 miles each way. So it's 80-mile round trip.
That's a lot.
Now,
that's a lot of miles, bro.
Now, Kaufman, you got an office. You got an office of employees.
All right.
What you spending for lunch? And I'm talking about for yourself, or do you do like, hey man, let me get some Jimmy John's for these dweebs?
First off, let me tell you, when I go to his office, because that's what we do under oath, man, he got a kitchen with snacks that you can get every day. You can just walk in the kitchen and take snacks, Ken, like it's Google. He got a cooler full of juices, waters, and stuff that people can just have every single day. He takes care of people, bro. Like I go there for lunch sometimes. I call it Cafe Kaufman.
Don't James, don't say that, because you know I work downtown. I will pop up in your office, Kaufman.
Cafe Kaufman.
Here's the thing, and this is, I hear every once in a while I hear one of you guys go, well, you rich. I said, listen, there are a lot of guys who got a lot more cheddar than I got. But here's the thing, I pick up every tab, no matter what it is.
Yes, you do.
Because I made a deal with myself a long time ago that if I'm more fortunate than the person I'm with, I got that check. Now there's only one guy in town who makes it almost impossible. I ain't saying his name, and please don't say it. It's going to cost me some cases.
Why no
Kevin? But I've probably picked up 99% of every meal that I've ever shared with somebody. And I believe that. And I tip the hell, even if you screw up, I tip the hell out of the waitresses.
Yeah, you will go to Waffle House on Christmas for a reason. You will go there and eat so you can tip everybody like a huge tip because they're working on Christmas.
Bro, let me tell you something, man. I did a private gig in Key West a couple weeks ago, and on my way home, I stopped at Waffle House. It was empty. Got my food, and I had this black lady. She was the sweetest country.
It's all the same woman wherever you go.
She was so sweet. She was so country. So I go to pay, and I pay with my card, and then I give her $20. I said, "Thank you." She said, I said, "Ma'am, you were amazing. Thank you. I thank you for that. I appreciate that." I'm with you, Kaufman. I don't pick up the food. But if we out drinking, I'm picking up drink tabs.
That's what it is.
I've
noticed something. All 4 of us. I'm sorry, Miguel. We're great tippers.
Yeah,
all 4 of us are great tippers. That's how we are.
And I will pick up a tab if it's a bunch of comics out. I will pick a tab up and pay for the drinks for that night.
We used to claim a king and preacher on our taxes.
Yeah, but I can't deal with people who can't appreciate that concept.
But that's the thing. The comics I hang out with appreciate it, because the point where they feel bad now. They're like, "Ken, I ain't got no money." I said, "I didn't ask you if you had any money. I asked you, did you want to go smoke a cigar with me tonight?" I'm inviting you out. I say, don't worry about the money. I need some company.
That's right.
I don't want to
Ken don't smoke the 7-Eleven cigars either.
Your company is worth that to me because I like hanging with you.
So if I'm inviting you out and you hit me with the I ain't got no money, I'm gonna hit you with the dog. I didn't ask you if you had money. I asked you, did you want to hang with the kid?
When we would be on the road on tour, there would be about 30 of us, and there was like 2 buses and RVs and vehicles and stuff. And we would come into a diner or a Waffle House. And everybody would look at us like, look at these freaks. I mean, you can't, and there's nothing wrong with them. You can't, we part of the image is that, with Mike Busey's crew. And with Mike Busey's crew, it is designed to look a little weird. But Busey would always be like, buy it out, man. Everybody's check. And I would come up and I'd be like, hey, every check in here, whoever's eating, if we're going to be loud, if we're going to be the weird, whatever looking, everybody's check in here. I'll take care of it. No matter who's eating at this diner. Mike would be like, hey, get them. And, people would get done with their meal. And the server would be like, no. They're taking care of it. They're taking care. And sometimes I would announce it. I'd be like, hey, guys, it's going to be a little loud. Don't worry. Breakfast is on me. Lunch is on us or whatever like that. Because for our thing, one was like, hey, man, we're bringing 30 people on tour here. It's going to be disruptive. Not that people are rude or anything, but imagine 30 comics.
Food's going to be a little slow.
Food's going to be slow.
A lot of us,
And we got the means to take care of this. The thing that always shocked me is there'd be people who'd be like, no, I pay for my own meals. Hey, that's totally fine. The thing that shocked me is the people who get offended. There were people who'd be like, you're not picking up our check. And I'm like, okay.
That's why I don't let them know.
Yeah. Well, we got to.
I'm the sneakiest payer you've ever seen. I'll go to
you
the
got to, Jeff, though, when you buy out like a Waffle House because people are leaving at different times.
They don't even know. They don't. I'll be sitting there, and there are guys who sit. I've seen people do this where they sit at the cash register with their credit card, and you know who it is. But I have never let anybody know. And in fact, it was funny because a couple comedians were sitting in the thing, and I covered their meal, and I didn't say anything to them. And,
with us, they know when there's 30 freaks coming in there. They're like, I'm sure this guy here who pulled up in a couple buses is the reason why we're not paying the check.
Listen, but I never say anything to it because I don't ever want to have people feel. And I've had somebody pick up my meal once, and they go, no, it got paid for, and it shocks you, and you go, okay,
that'll make your whole day though.
But I'm gonna pay that forward someday. I'm
gonna
gonna do right by somebody else, and you actually it's. I don't want to say it's heavenly, but it's definitely a spiritual thing to do for somebody
like laying
else.
Down and jacking one.
Yeah, no, not you hamburglers committing crimes.
You hamburglers.
You Shawshankers.
Robble.
Yeah. I mean, I gave in Toronto, for example, I was in Toronto and this woman, it was terrible service. And she was just having a terrible day. And I can tell she was just like, I'm quitting right now. I could tell that was the moment. And they bring the thing to you because in Canada, it's a crime for them to take your card. So I give her this stupid tip and she walks away and she comes back like a minute later. She goes, I think you made a mistake. I said, no, I didn't. Have a great day.
That's freedom money, baby.
And you could tell it was just like,
you changed your whole life.
Yes, in the world,
I tell you,
and if you have it, Ken, you said it. If you leave your hotel room and you don't leave money on the counter for the people who clean that room, that was you said that a couple times to me, and I was going, well, that's he probably doesn't even remember saying it.
Yeah, no, actually, my wife, I got that from my wife.
Yep, my wife too.
Most people don't even think about leaving money to the people who clean the room.
I never done that.
Hey, that keeps them from telling secrets. We're having on their hand towel.
Clean the shower.
Mind your business.
Hey, I was in Port Charlotte, and it was right after COVID, so they was only cleaning the rooms like every and so I walk out, I said, hey, can you clean my room? And she's like, hey, we're not allowed to. And I pulled out $20. And she was like, so how long are you going to be gone?
No. I'm going to be in the room
right now.
I want to watch.
I'm going to be in the shower.
Oh, that's bad. Yeah. No, I want to lay down on this bed real quick.
Give me one of them diapers, baby.
I love you guys so much. I love this show.
So we back to the lunch thing. Yeah. So now I'm with you, James. I bring lunch now.
You have to. That's crazy.
I maybe eat lunch. So I work from home on Sunday, so I'm good. Monday I usually go to Elixir downtown Orlando because it's like half off burgers. So you're paying like $5 for a burger and fries.
Isn't that a bar?
Yeah, it's a bar.
It's a bar. It's
during
still a 20
during the daytime, every bar in Orlando, down to Orlando during the daytime got food.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But then Tuesday and Wednesday, I'm usually bringing my own lunch now.
And Ken, what I'm telling you this too, guys. I got that big industrial kitchen in the warehouse over there at the Sausage Castle. Fryer, giant ovens, all this stuff. Yeah, I get to get wild with it. I'm like, hey, man, I'll watch a YouTube video and I'll see something and I'm like, oh, all right. Okay.
Can I tell you something really weird, Miguel?
Yeah.
And this comes from my days of chefing. When you said that, I want to come there so bad, not for the craziness that people think. I want to come there and cook.
Man,
bro, I could make I could cook for y'all, man. I
still got the Parker Brothers chicken recipe,
bro.
I throw that thing in a deep fry so quick.
It's good. Let me tell you what it's like, James. Just get heads up. You ever see Goodfellas? You know the prison scene?
Yes.
That's how it is at the castle when we're cooking. Everybody's got a job. Everybody's got a job, man.
Hey, we got to get ready to get up out of here. I went home. I told you I went home last time with the Parker Brothers.
Yeah.
And because they got it, because they
got
on
the
the barbershop.
picture of you, right?
Yeah. And Buddy was like, hey, Kenny, because that's how he talk. You still know the recipe? I said, I ain't even gonna tell you because I don't know if you're gonna shoot me.
Hey, Kenny, wait, you still got that recipe, baby? I never had it.
I was like, I don't even know.
Hey, do you drive when you go there, Ken?
To North Carolina?
Yeah.
Are
you? How long is the car ride?
9 hours, right?
It take about 9 hours.
So you couldn't bring me no chicken.
I bring some chicken. I put some ice on it and everything.
Bro,
he got the recipe, dog. He give you the recipe.
Ken, you know I'm serious when me and Miguel say bring us some chicken.
Bring it to
you ain't eat no chicken. Like 75 hard doesn't cover chicken.
James, where you at this weekend?
I got nothing going on. Gonna be home with my baby.
Good for you. Miguel, where you at this weekend?
Chilling this weekend, December 19th, I will be in Las Vegas for the U.S. Health Association's Vegas annual meeting.
Kaufman, where you at this weekend? Who you got on the podcast?
The Love Boat. Yeah, I'm on the boat.
Oh,
but we're gonna have on the show at 7:30 to 9 on 104.1. We got Chumley from Pawn Stars.
Nice.
And James and I do our thing, so it's a fun thing.
Make sure y'all check it out.
Thing, bro.
This weekend I am in New Smyrna at Madcaps Comedy Club at 8th and the 9th. Make sure you check me out. But y'all know my big thing, December 13th at the Orlando Improv / Funny Bone. It is the 12th annual Ken Miller Toy Drive, sponsored by Kaufman and Lynn. Toys are going to Baby DJ and to Phillips House. It is a Ken plus 10. But if some other comedians come out, it might be a Ken plus 20. Y'all know how I do. So thank y'all so much for tuning in, man. I appreciate it, man. We hope you guys have an amazing week. Jane, what you got to say?
Oh, when you ask me to go on stage, my wife's going to tell you what?
Hell no. Hope you guys have an amazing weekend. I'm Ken Miller, James John, Jeff Kaufman, Miguel Colon Jr. James, tell them what to do.
Take your ass to bed.
Good night.